is not the work of a human. We are facing a monster. Time warriors! You've probably heard the legend of the famous vampire, Vlad Dracula, in the movies, books, games, and many other places. But do you know who this man really was and what he did? I want to tell you the story of one of the most terrifying and brutal rulers in history, a man known as Vlad the Impaler, or the Son of the Dragon. Vlad was born into a noble family. His father, Vlad II, was a member of the Order of the Dragon, a military fraternity dedicated to defending Christianity against the Ottoman threat. This title, Dracula, meaning dragon, was given to him through this order, and Vlad III, as his son, became known as Dracula, or Son of the Dragon.
Ah, you traitor! I'll tear you to pieces!
But Vlad's destiny was intertwined with betrayal and captivity from an early age. When he was 12 years old, his father was forced to hand over his two sons, Vlad and his brother Radu, as hostages to the Ottoman Sultan to secure his throne in Wallachia. Sultan Murad of the Ottoman Empire couldn't trust Vlad II, fearing he might betray him and side with Hungary.
Vlad, I'm sorry, but I can't easily trust you unless you prove your loyalty.
Name your condition. There is no need to complicate matters.
Leave your sons in the Ottoman Empire. They will serve as our hostages.
My sons, I do this for your future and our land. You must be strong. This captivity is temporary.
How can you surrender us to the enemy? I will never forgive this. Father, is there truly no other way?
There is no other way, but I swear this will one day build a better future for Wallachia. Vlad and Radu spent difficult days in the Ottoman court. Under strict supervision, they received military and political training as hostages. However, this period had different effects on the two brothers. Radu grew close to the Ottomans and formed friendly relations with them. But Vlad endured his captivity with anger and hatred.
My brother, why are you so rebellious? If we cooperate with them, our lives will be easier. Cooperate? You want to collaborate with those who humiliated our family? That's betrayal.
Hey boy, this anger and pride of yours will get you in trouble. You would better learn to obey.
The day I leave here, you should be afraid. I will slaughter all of you.
A few years later, Vlad's father and older brother were killed by treacherous nobles. With Ottoman support, Vlad seized the throne of Wallachia for the first time in 1448, but his rule didn't last long. The nobles who hated him revolted and deposed him. Vlad was forced to flee to Hungary and lived in exile for years. In 1456, with the help of the Hungarian king John Hunyadi, Vlad returned to the throne of Wallachia for the second time. From the outset, he demonstrated his intent to govern the country with strict methods. Vlad believed that the only way to establish order was through the use of fear. One of his first actions was to invite the treacherous nobles to a grand banquet.
My friends, for years you have held power, but you have used that power to betray your own land. Now tell me, do you have any conscience? Your Highness, we have always been servants to the throne.
Servants? Perhaps servants to our enemies. Soldiers, take these traitors and impale them. It's time for justice to be served. Vlad was particularly fond a method of torture involving impalement. This gruesome technique involved inserting a stake through a person's rectum and exiting through the chest or neck. The stake was inserted in such a way as to avoid vital organs, prolonging the victim's agony for days. The treacherous nobles were executed in this manner and displayed in front of Vlad Dracula's castle as a lesson to others. Vlad's wrath wasn't limited to his enemies. He showed no mercy even to his own people, impaling them for the slightest offenses.
Your Highness, today someone bought a loaf of bread.
Impale him.
Your Highness, today someone started a fight.
Impale him!
Your Highness, today someone expressed dissatisfaction with the government.
Impale him! Vlad even found a way to eradicate poverty.
Your Highness, most thefts are committed by the poor and beggars.
I have an idea.
Everyone go inside. It's full of food and goodies.
Thank you, sir. You've been kind to us.
In 1462, Sultan Mehmed II of the Ottoman Empire, known as the Conqueror of Constantinople, attacked Wallachia with a massive army. But Vlad used unconventional tactics like guerrilla warfare and instilling terror among the enemy to halt their advance. His most famous act was impaling thousands of Ottoman prisoners and displaying their corpses on the battlefield.
Your Highness, our army is small compared to Ottomans. We can't face them on the battlefield.
We don't need direct confrontation. Fear is our strongest weapon. When the enemy sees these corpses, they will no longer dare to advance. What kind of hell is this? Thousands of impaled bodies? This is madness.
This is not the work of a human. We are facing a monster.
After several successful battles against the Ottoman army, Vlad decided to launch a direct attack on the heart of the enemy with a small group of loyal followers. He disguised himself using the enemy's own resources, wearing an Ottoman soldier's uniform to get close to their camp. We will use the darkness. We will infiltrate the camp, wearing Ottoman uniforms, and strike at the heart of their army before they realize it, killing their commanders.
But Your Highness, what if our own forces don't recognize us and attack?
They know that no one fights like us. If you don't trust me, you can leave right now. While Vlad was preparing for this attack, a Wallachian noble who collaborated with the Ottomans betrayed him by informing the enemy of his movements. This treachery allowed the Ottoman army to set an ambush for him and his men.
Vlad intends to attack you with his small force. He believes the darkness of night will aid him. If you wait, you can trap him. This man always attacks like a shadow. Now that we know his plan, it's time to rid ourselves of him once and for all.
A fierce and bloody battle ensued. Vlad fought until his last breath, killing several enemies, but he was surrounded. It is said that eventually a soldier who didn't know who Vlad was struck him from behind and decapitated him.
No, it can't be. Did I really kill such a terrifying creature?
On the commander's orders, Vlad's head was sent to Constantinople to be presented to Sultan Mehmed II. After that, his head was placed on a stake and displayed in front of the castle. After Vlad's death, his body was never officially found. Some say his remains were buried in a local monastery in Wallachia, but legends claim he never found peace like others. Local people believed his spirit still roamed his land, defending it. Vlad III, both a national hero and a symbol of terror, became immortalized in history. His story, whether in reality or myth, continues to make people ponder, was he a brave defender or a bloodthirsty commander? The judgment is yours. Thank you for watching the video to the end. Our team needs to hear your supportive comments to gain energy. Please support us by liking and subscribing so we can produce the next video with more energy and quality. Until the next video, goodbye.